Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. Here we go again. I'm backward. So I'm not a prude and I'm not a pervert. I'm just going to give you the message that God gave me while I was in Hobby Lobby. And God said, they're keeping you out of Hobby Lobby because you can see a lot in here and they know it. So you're kind of cursed from it. You finally got, I forgot, I lived down the street from Hobby Lobby. Didn't have anything I needed, but still it's there. All right, when my kids were little, I remember that we had a couple sets of spandex for them, those pants. But they were real little, I think, when they wore that. I don't know what they did later in life. Maybe wearing them still, for all I know. But this is the truth, and this is reality that I have to help you all understand how it works. Now, I know it was the Lord because I could see how it was all working, but Satan was working, trying to work something, and the Lord was working within it to show me what Satan was doing and what happens and all that stuff. So I don't think the mother has a clue. The girl didn't have a clue, but she was wearing spandex. I think both kids may have been wearing spandex. I don't know their ages. Off the top of the head, maybe 10 to 12 or something like that. But she had spandex pants on. And at a certain point, while I was walking around the store, I see her and she's got her like shirt hiked up to her waist. And she's obviously curving a little bit too much to have that. And again, I understand where everybody is today, but again, for what's the best case scenario for that child is not to wear that. Now, what happened is after that, I healed the child because I realized the mother and the child need to be healed because they're not seeing what's happening. Even if they don't understand the metaphysics, that's not supposed to be seen. Now the girl did hike up her shirt a little bit so you can see the curve, of the derriere. But yeah, she's too curvy to be wearing that stuff. Why? Because people will fantasize about her, and then she'll be sexualized metaphysically. And again, it risks being abducted. Again, she shouldn't be forced not to wear it just because she's going to be abducted. But the reality is that does attract abductors. But what the Lord did was God showed me, like as soon as I noticed that this needs to be healed, and then another girl walked by with her mother, and she had like my kids also had that type of clothes, like a pantsuit, pants and a shirt that match, and they're kind of baggy a little bit, not real baggy, but enough where you don't see anything. So again, when you talk about safety in public places, uh, again, the metaphysic of it, maybe somebody will fantasize about her that does have issues with child attraction or something like that. So there was an obvious difference, but again, I also saw the difference, the metaphysics around those people, the two children and the mother, and the metaphysics around that girl and her mother. I would probably say uh, that child and the mother are healed and they're in a pretty good church or something. It just looks like that. So, well, the child has already been sexualized by somebody, and again, it could just be there's a chance that it's background sexualization, where it's just attacking her because she's the odd girl out or something like that. Again, it's things that happened to me when I was a kid. Right. So again, she's a prospect for molestation and rape. So I healed that the best I could. And again, other people should see it to heal. And mother might get a buzz to dress her a little bit looser because she's dressing loose. A little bit more value your clothes on that. I was seeing them and I couldn't figure out why I was seeing them. And until she hiked up her shirt, and I'm like, she's got like a side profile, and I'm like, nah, it's not right. It's not supposed to be. And I know today's a different day. Everybody wears spandex, but that's the weird part about it. Women wear spandex, and they wonder why guys are all hot for them. They get offended. It's biology. So, of course, oh, he's just talking about himself. It's always about him. He's planning to commit a crime. Same thing they did to Jesus. Believe me, I'm not Jesus, but it's the same thing they did to him. Right. Well, I don't, so again, when we have the new administration coming in, you don't want to offend people, but you can have suggest you somehow. I mean, you can even think it. Maybe it'll take its own course, but dressing the children a little bit more modestly. Right. Well, why why a young lady 12 years old is going out with a boyfriend having sex, that kind of thing. I don't know. I think it's reversing a little bit, but 12, 13, 14, they're all already, like I said, the bait people they use, the bait kids they used on me, they probably had sex more than I did in my lifetime. I mean, I'm serious. The bait people, the way they dress, I'm sure they had sex more than I did. Trying to make me sexualize and do something wrong. I know you can't you're just not allowed to isolate a person away from normal relationships and then bring women and girls in trying to sexualize that person all day, whether they pay you $1 million or not. It just you can't do that. Again, we'll have the deep state annihilation squads come in, the Delta Force trained people. Thank you. But God was able to put it together so I could see the difference both metaphysically and physically in the two different families there. Thank you, Larry. So I think I got my pine board from Lowe's. They went to a different the white like I was so cursed when I was trying to build this ark. Them sons of guns that took that wood out of that store before I could get to it. And and they had the white boards the white pine I bought from uh, Lowe's was pretty bad. But I just bought a piece of pine from Lowe's at the same cheaper price. I was muted. This is not good. Did you hear anything? No, something happened in Hobby Lobby. I had to explain to all of you. It's a message from the Lord.